Welcome back to Wolfenstein. So we've made it back to Berlin.
I found some interesting leads. This parchment describes a way to create a type of super concrete.
This is what the Nazis have used to build all these concrete monstrosities around here.
Yes, everything, even this place. This is the only concrete they used. This is how they created all those cities so quickly. Now that we know where it comes from, I need a sample of it for closer study. Can you look around here for a piece of exposed concrete that shows an outbreak of mold? It should be porous enough for you to cut me a sample.
Whatever you need.
Also, there was this encrypted list of Dat Yishud members in Poland during the war. I need to compare it with the official German state records on Jewish citizens in the years between 1939 and 1945.
The original war.
Can you see if those records are in the archives room?
I'll get right on that.
And there's one more thing. It's quite critical.
What?
Ah. Has been a while.
That'll be all. We can go now.
Ah, he's blushing. Okay. So, what is this? A suicide bomber detonated explosives packed into the trunk of a small car at the entrance to the London Nautica Research Center early yesterday morning, killing dozens of employees working at the facility and injuring hundreds. Officials say it's the first attack they've had in London for years, and it comes just months after the anniversary of the August uprising, where scores of degenerates tried to cast the upstanding citizens of the city into anarchy and mayhem. So no mention of, like, the entire facility being dead? German troops crossed the Atlantic. 1947. Earlier this week, a German submarine was sunk in the Cabot Strait, just a few miles off the coast of Cape North. Today, hundreds of ships crossed the Atlantic, and the first German troops to set foot upon Canadian soil. Now is the time to be brave, said the Prime Minister in an emergency radio broadcast. It's now or never. Our boys at the front line need your support to defend our homeland, to defend our freedom. 1945, the Royal Air Force suffered a major defeat yesterday at the battle over Liverpool. Though major losses were reported on both sides, the RAF were forced to retreat after losing more than two-thirds of their fighters. I guess this was 1945, wow. But even when faced with overwhelming odds, our brave boys in the skies continued to fight for king and country. This fighting spirit may be what constitutes the very essence of Englishness. Us Englishmen, we fight until the very end, said a corner shop owner trying to put out a fire raging inside St. Luke's Church. And I'll be damned if I will let some Jerry come here and tell us what to do. Was this man channeling the spirit of RAF pilot Jameson? Jameson, who was shot down above Liverpool yesterday, burst out of his burning wreckage, his body on fire, and armed only with a pistol, and killed 4 German paratroopers before finally succumbing himself. Even as the enemy stands at our doorstep, the RAF will go to hell and back to kick them out of England. Jolly good boys. Interesting. Early, it was 1948, early Monday morning, a special assault team launched an attack on the last stronghold of the People's Liberation Armies of China. Within hours, the Republic of China surrendered unconditionally. Experts recommended that the Japanese government now have no choice but to give up their territorial claims in Asia. That's weird, because assuming the U.S. never finished the war, Japan was still an ally of Germany? Huh. Sources close to Field Marshal claim that a plan is being drawn up for both China and Japan, which will transition the two countries into servant states with separate governments and military. These states will, of course, be supremely governed by the superior German Empire. Huh. Finally, the British tyranny comes to an end. 1948. As if blessed by the sun, the German flag hung high this morning over Buckingham Palace to mark the end of a tyrannical monarchy which has plagued the English people for centuries. Field Marshal Gerolf Feigenbaum, who led the British invasion, cautioned that armed resistance is to be expected, but the majority of the British people will soon realize how they've been fooled by the British government's warmongering leaders. Following the surrender, the whole of the Commonwealth now falls under German rule, and the remaining armies have been ordered to stand down. Jeez. Stockholm, Sweden. The Red Army were forced to retreat last night from Moscow. Wait. Sorry, that was a weird sentence. The Red Army were forced to retreat last night from Moscow engulfed by flames following a week-long German bomb raid. The barrage of mortar fire, heard throughout the night and well into the early Thursday morning, seems to have obliterated what was left of the inner parts of the city. As of yet, there has been no word on the whereabouts of either Joseph Stalin or his high command. Extra, prisoners escape Eisenwald. So this is just a few days ago. Early morning, a small group of prisoners escaped from Eisenwald prison. The prisoners were described by the police as highly dangerous murderers, rapists, and degenerates. They advised the public to stay alert for people displaying deviant behavior and report anything that may help them track down these individuals. I guess we are kind of invisible. 1946, the cold Russian winter bites hard, but one could not tell looking at the rosy, smiling faces of the victorious German army and the liberated Russian people. Liberated, huh? The last battle against the Red Army took place in Ishvizk. I totally butchered that. Following their month-long campaign to seize the Russian capital. A campaign which, after numerous setbacks and hundreds of civilian casualties, caused the Russian people to turn against their own army. With nightly bomb raids by the German Air Force on the Red Army's military factories in the Ural region, it was merely a matter of time before the Russian forces would start to lose their morale. The murderous tyrant Joseph Stalin is yet to be found, but there are rumors circulating that he may have been assassinated by his own men. Alright, last one. 1947, it was a devastating defeat for the Red Army when the German flag was raised on the western side of the river Volga this morning. In a statement to a reporter on site, Field Marshal Friedrich Ritter said that the victory is not only thanks to our hard-working and dedicated troops, but also the result of a new weapon that was deployed for the first time in battle. The Panzerhund is a mechanical, autonomous beast of war that cannot fear and cannot feel remorse. It is the purest form of killing machine, and it will tear the Russians apart limb by limb. Well, there you go. Okay, well, let's look for some mold on concrete to help on you. Interesting, okay.
You need keys. Idiot. I saw Fergus reading there earlier. I did. He had keys.
Alright. Seems like this whole place is covered in mold. Or it's just crumbling, at least.
Fergus, I need the keys to the archives. You got them?
Yeah. Hang on. Fuck!
You okay, Fergus?
I'm getting old, Blazkowicz. I don't know how much longer I can keep doing this.
We'll be all right. We can still get the job done.
Aye? For how much longer?
What's this about, Fergus?
I don't know. Nothing. Everything. It's about that boy, goddammit, Private Wyatt. He should be here instead of me.
Yes, he should. I don't know what happened.
He had potential. He could have given us a future. You and me were two fucking mummies from the past, running on nothing but willpower.
I made the wrong choice.
Well, that's fucking obvious, isn't it? I was ready to die. I would have done it gladly.
You did.
My ass off to save that boy, Blazkowicz, and you fucking pissed it away on a whim. Remember Prendergast? That fucking kid, he could endure anything. Now he's gone. They're all fucking gone. And you're stuck with this useless fucking skeleton. I mean, tell me, what's the long-term solution, eh? Who's gonna take over when we're too damn battered to strap on the holsters anymore? Get the fuck out. I need a nap.
Hey, I'm just as confused as you are. I killed you. Okay. I agree. Wyatt should have been here. Mold infestation in Berlin. It's fair to say there's been some sort of poetic justice in this. Reports from our resistance friends in Berlin suggest that a new type of mold spore has started infesting structures made out of the superconcrete used by the regime. It has started festering in the massive underground ventilation system and spreading throughout the city. Friends of the resistance, this could be a major advantage for us. The mold seems to corrode the stability of the concrete, making it easier to destroy structures that are important to the regime in Berlin.
Mold invasion. Festering in the massive underground ventilation system.
Interesting. Is the terror threat over? 1960. A strange feeling of serenity comes over me as I walk my morning promenade along Unter den Linden. At first, I struggle to understand what this feeling comes from and why I haven't felt it for so long. And then it hits me. For the last 6 months, there have been no terrorist activity, no ruthless killing sprees against innocent civilians, no car bombs in peaceful neighborhoods, no suicide attacks on public transports. Has the secret police once and for all won the war against terrorism? Huh. I guess we gotta go back to that door that we had a second ago.
Why are you so close? Your simian shadow is overspreading my thinkings. I'm getting stupider around you.
Okay. What do we got? So those are the state records. Anything else in here?
I know, but the equation made sense yesterday. I saw it with such clarity, and now it's meaningless. Oh, the variables are empty. Must find it again.
Huh. Hello, Anya?
Have you looked for the concrete sample? I've seen some mold over there where they keep the aircraft.
Okay. Oh, yeah. I can understand why. This is disgusting. Okay. Where do we find mold in this place? I guess we gotta find the super concrete first, huh? There's people in here. Here it is. Oh yeah, that's noticeable.
There's a batch of mold. Need a circular saw to cut a sample. Gotta be some power tools nearby.
Ich verstehe das nicht. Kein einziges Kabel, alles ist glatt und aufgeräumt. Wo ist das Innenleben von diesem Ding? Hm, Max?
Welches Haus?
Das habe ich mich auch gefragt.
Huh. Well, guess I found some more mold.
Max Haas?
Quite a fall there, Mr. Big Cheese. You're in the sewer system now. You will find your way back here if you have a look around, yeah?
All right, Klaus. Back to work. This assessment is not going to perform itself.
Could have lowered a rope or something. Alright. Lasers. What's that doing down here? Nothing to cut. Okay. Oh, here we go. Got a strange feeling about this. What's this? Ah, nice. Guess it doesn't work in water. It's not very accurate either. I need another charge. I'll have to go all the way back. Or not, I guess. It's kind of recharging itself a little bit. There we go. Okay. That's bad. Can't get a kill on this thing. I might die. Yep. I really dislike how clunky it is to switch to an actual weapon that shoots. Like, I'd picked up a shotgun there. But, of course, nothing happened. You have to switch into this menu, and then over to that, and then you pull it out. Oh, I thought I saw something. Okay. Yeah, he really could have just lowered a rope, and I wouldn't have to go through all of this. I think it's kind of interesting that their super concrete is just crumbling and molding to death down here. Probably shouldn't have fallen in that. I shot it. Okay. Moving on. Jeez, that took long enough. Thanks for the support,
Back, Captain Blazkowicz.
guys.
Howdy, cowboy.
What the damn hell are you doing? Science project. Well, you're scaring Max. Sorry, pal. Didn't know he'd flip out like that. That his son?
No. Well, kind of. I don't know.
So not his son.
Used to be Klaus had a son, born during the war. A miracle, he called it. They had tried for years to have a child, him and his wife.
Yeah, well, he'd make a pretty good father. For a Nazi.
The child was born with a club foot. Klaus knew, of course, what that meant. He begged the doctors not to report it to the authorities. When secret police showed up to take the boy away, Klaus and his wife tried to stop them. The wife died from a bullet to the head. The child, too. Klaus could not protect them.
So he blames himself.
I think so. And he will never forgive the Nazis.
Can you cut concrete with a circular saw?
Maybe check on Max. See if he's okay.
I thought those were designed for wood. Alright, let's head back. Especially super concrete. Like, what is that?
Lost toy. Well, I found you.
Okay. You know, I did find
Your simian shadows
this. It didn't let me pick it up earlier.
On the run.
around you.
Neat toy. All I had was a pine cone and a box of matches.
Huh.
You belong to Max. I'll get you home.
Alright, where is Max? He's upstairs, right? I think we have everything now.
Amerikanische Trottel.
Good dreams, Max.
Okay. Let's get back to Anya and get this science project underway.
Thank you, William. Give me some time to analyze this. I think I'm onto something.
Gum? It's good. Chatty? Nah. I'm good, thanks.
Concrete. The essential building material of the Reich. It's based on a .E shoot technology. It's almost perfect, but it's deteriorating through time, developing mold. Someone is tampering with the mix, someone who knows its secrets. I analyzed it and found a trace of this type of limestone that exists only in northern Croatia. Now, look at this. The name Set Roth. It appears 3 times in .E shoot documents. According to official records, he's been detained in 1941 in Łódź and sent off to a forced labor camp in Belice in northern Croatia. Now, this is where things get interesting. The labor camp excavates limestone from a quarry for manufacture of concrete. I believe this is the place where we'll find Set Roth. living member of Dot Egypt.
The problem is, there are so many unknowns. This is an old man. Chances are he's dead already. We can't assault a site of this magnitude and hope to locate him before the whole damn Nazi army arrives.
What is the plan?
Someone needs to go in there and find him. Go undercover.
Any volunteers?
You ready for this?
I guess it's gonna be me.
So stupid. I was arrogant. No one is ever ready for something like this.
Oh, it's her again.
Gute Frau, sie liegt im Sterben.
Alright, so that's where we're going to stop this video. We'll get to a more interesting one next time. So thank you guys for watching the video. If you liked the video, leave a like. If you have any questions, or if you want to, bash him for not giving me a rope in that time of need, leave it in the comments. And if you want to see more from this series, more from the channel, hit the subscribe button and the bell icon, and I will see you next time.